Now, the first set of office bearers for IMPA, when I name these people, I would just want them to stand and wave, or maybe just step here for 1 minute so that everyone can see you. So maybe during the breaks they can interact with you. Of course, you have already seen Devanshi, because she was comparing the whole introduction. So Devanshi, if you can stand. Devanshi has the position of Vice President Education for IMPA for the first term. Then the role of Devanshi will be to create educational initiatives in the areas of image management that IMPA will undertake. I would also like to request Nicola Bhardwaj to please stand, and Nicola is the Vice President Certification. So she will look after the certification process and various steps involved in that. We have Grishma Thampi. Grishma is the Vice President Marketing for IMPA, where she would look after, Vice President Membership, where her role is to increase the membership of IMPA to make it more and more powerful and stronger. Then we have Aanchal Rathi, the Vice President Marketing, and her role will be to market various IMPA initiatives in terms of sponsorships and in terms of alliances and tie-ups with several other organizations. And now, of course, we have the ever so important position, because IMPA, of course, I forgot to tell you that, but IMPA is a non-profit organization, and whatever funds that IMPA will spend on this entire initiative will either come through membership, certifications, sponsorships, and various things. So we have this very important position which is held by Mr. Sunil Kinney, and that position, of course, is Vice President Fundraising. So whenever I would also like to mention here that IMPA has several chapters, and more chapters will come over a period of time, and each chapter will be responsible to take the IMPA agenda on a national basis and implement it and do everything that IMPA is supposed to do on the local basis for that city. So I would like to introduce you to the chapter presidents. Some of them are not here today, but most of them are here. So I would like to ask Tara Verma to stand. Tara is the chapter president for Mumbai chapter. We have Delhi chapter president Anshu Gupta. Pune chapter president is not here today, but just for your information, Pune chapter president is Prachi Mishra. We have Lima Viji, she is the Bangalore chapter president. Once again, Nagpur chapter president Rishita Agarwal is not present today. We have Vadodara. We have Deepika Pradhan, who is the chapter president for Vadodara. Chennai, we have Nandita Pandey, who is the chapter president for Chennai. Calcutta chapter, we have Cherry Jhavar, who is the president. She is again not here today. Ahmedabad, we have Surabhi Mehta, who is the chapter president for Ahmedabad. Now, of course, we have two distinguished guests here whom I have not introduced initially, because since they are here and they will be speaking to you. We have Professor Pant with us, who is also a board member of IMPA. I have known Professor Pant for about 4 years now. And when I first met him, I had met him once, and then second time when I met him, I requested him to be on the board of IMPA. He is a very, very learned man, as you will understand when you get to hear him. But at the same time, I must appreciate that being who he is a very down-to-earth person. Professor Pant, we are really obliged. He took the time to travel from Delhi to attend this conference today. And as I was just talking to him, and as he always says that, you know, I am a kind of a person that you can learn from me and I can learn from you. And whoever learns more is going to be better off. So he is always, and I really like one thing which he always says. I may not be able to say it right, and I am sure, and I'll request him that when the time comes for his address, he should mention it. But he always says that anything which can be done as a process will be done by computer. You will not be needed for it. The time is going to come. So as a human being, you have to always think of some extra edge or something else which cannot be done by a computer. Because if it can be done by a computer, you will not be needed. I mean, you know, very soon, because the way the technology is going. And Professor Pant created the concept in India of the terminology called Adopreneur, where everyone talks about entrepreneur. He created this word called Adopreneur, which is an entrepreneur in education field. So he is a very, very learned man. We also have Mr. Mukul Chaudhary with us, and of course Devanshi will introduce him. Mr. Chaudhary has again been kind enough to agree to come here and address all of us, and he is associated, the head of training in India with Volkswagen. And of course, as you all know, that Volkswagen is a huge, huge player in the automobile industry in India today. What you may not know, what I also keep coming to know each day, that several of the other cars that we all know about, they are basically half of them come from Volkswagen Kitty. So which you may not be aware. I mean, you know, so they are just called by different brands, but eventually in the backward, I mean, they are all linked with Volkswagen in some way or the other. So with the introduction of all the chapter presidents, all the distinguished guests, all the people present here, I am sure it's going to be a great event as we proceed further. It's going to be informative. Of course, we have to all work towards the next year and the year after that in each year, and IMPA will take care of huge initiatives that we will embark upon, that we will discuss. As you would have seen in our that backdrop, initially the backdrop which was there, this is an iconic image which we have created to represent IMPA, what it stands for. So as you can see, it's a face of a man made out of faces of several known personalities. And it basically says that true winners leave a lasting impression. So that's the basic sort of role or basic undercurrent of IMPA in terms of what we are looking at. I would also like to inform you, although we will send you an official link within a day or two, but even the IMPA website has been ready for some time, although we have just not sent a link to people. So this is the website of IMPA, Platform for Image Management Industry, and if you go a little further, it will have just scroll down a bit. No, scroll down, yeah. So it's basically has what is image management, become an image consultant, find an image consultant. And when people will go to find an image consultant link, they will be able to see a search there, where they will be able to search for a certified image consultant within a city, based on the past domain expertise, based on the services they offered and various things. We also have the Facebook page of IMPA, which will now be starting to get promoted. I'm sure you know that in terms of the institute, we have a Facebook page which as of this morning has about 67,000 people. And it's one of the largest, most populated Facebook page in the industry in the world anywhere, and beat anybody else by a huge margin. So all these will be sent to you today, will be announced, because of course in today's world, if you really need to promote something, you can't really survive without social media or professional media and promoting things through that. But we are going to do it in a positive manner. Of course, it's also my message to many people that many people also use social media to a great not for so right means, and so we are not going to really get. In fact, I was just telling someone today, just yesterday, I read a fantastic joke in Times of India, where there was two guys talking to each other, and one person says, I am on the Facebook, I am on the Twitter, I am on LinkedIn, I am on Pinterest, I am on everything, and I keep doing that whole day. So his friend asked him that, do you have a life? He said, no, can you send me the link? Because I would like to get onto that as well. So that's not what we are going to do, but of course social media is really, really important to promote the concepts. We are also thinking, and we will do it, is just that when we do it, that IMPA will also set up an image helpline with a toll-free number where people would be able to call and get information about various. And let me also tell you, the industry has really now started opening up in terms of several people coming and contacting us for all kinds of achievements, for all kinds of offers, for all types of new initiatives that they want image management professionals to get involved with. But of course, we'll talk about it as the time comes. So with that, I would like to say once again, before I finish, that we are all going to need your support to promote and to further the cause of the IMPA and to make it a huge success and make it a huge, and we must ensure, and although I don't really see much danger of that, but still we must ensure that this association, this body should never become political. No office bearer, nobody in any position should ever misuse the powers of body for personal advancement or personal benefits. We are working for a cause, and even IMPA, every consultant, every professional that it will certify, it binds them to give 10% of their time and effort in participating in various activities created by IMPA without any charge. So unless they sign that, IMPA does not certify anyone. It's part of the code of ethics, because it's very important for us to give back to the society. And if I remember, image is an industry which, like for example, many of you when you joined the program we have discussed, a 50% reason at least, and for some of them a lot more, is that they want to give back something to the society now. They want to make a change. It's a huge thing. Let me tell you, there is nothing more gratifying in this world when somebody comes and tells you that I am successful today because of you. Because you made a change in me that made me become successful, make me progress further. So let's all pledge to work towards making this a formidable body, working in the right direction with the help and support of the board members, the advisory board members, and we should create something which the whole world talk about very quickly. Thank you very much, and I'll call back Devanshi to start.